Alright guys, so in order for me to get this loaded up, I gotta make these narrations really short and very to the point, so listen closely. If you have to go back and listen to it again, then so be it. So I'm just gonna straightforward tell you how you do each one of these really quickly, and just so I can shorten down the time. So with this first boss battle here, what you want to do is number them like we did, 1, 2, 3 there. You're going to burn them in order, burn 1, burn 2, burn 3, watch out for AoEs, and that's it for this one, just burn them. Okay, so this guy will take a little bit more time to explain, but I'll explain it very quickly as well too. After you let the guy out of the cage, he's going to turn into a werewolf after he says a speech about grabbing his things and getting out of there. What you want to do is have everybody group up where the tank isn't. The tank's going to go to the werewolf, aggro him, and hold aggro on him. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick at the moment while I'm narrating this too, so if I'm not making a whole lot of sense, if my words aren't coming clear enough to you, I'm sorry. I am a little sick at the time. Anyway, so he's going to be in the moonlight. You want the tank to pull him out of the moonlight. Everybody else stay out of the moonlight. Once he pulls the tank's going to pull the werewolf towards you guys. Everybody's going to burn him. When the werewolf runs back to the moonlight, you won't be doing as much damage because he'll start buffing himself up, but you can still use your quick shots and whatnot to stack up to get ready to use your cooldowns on him. This one's pretty straightforward. You want to burn him as well too. Get him out of the moonlight. And have your tank hold aggro on him as well too. Make sure your healers are keeping a really close eye on everyone as well too, because there is some area of effect stuff that happens as well too. I'm not quite sure exactly how, but you will. Everybody will get damaged from time to time as well. Okay, so this part here isn't a boss battle, but it's a guide that you guys should keep in mind to do. This part is right after you come out of fighting the werewolf. You'll see these little nests and spiders and stuff. Nobody rush into where the spiders are next to the green nest there, because you'll get ads to start coming out of the nests. Get the tank to hit one with like a distance hit or something, and have him pull them back to where you guys are just after you come out of those doors there. Kill the spiders away from the nest. Once that's done, get your DPS to stay back, like your rogues or whatnot, and cast at the nest from a distance. That way you prevent yourself from having skaters come running out and fucking around with you. So yeah, hit the nest from a distance, and then move your way up, repeating the same thing until you're out of that area. Okay, so with the queen spider here, what you're going to do is you're going to have your tank hold aggro on him, everybody else stack up right behind her, continuously doing DPS on her. Eventually what she'll start to do is put people into cocoons. You definitely want to look out for if your healer or your tank's getting cocooned. Burn that down so that everybody's in the fight helping to down her or heal you guys. Another thing too is that ads will start to come. Best thing to do with that is have anybody that has area of effect stuff, rain of arrows, multi-shot stuff like crossfire, burn the ads down, and then go right back to the queen and continue just using your cooldowns on her, and any of your other heavy hitting stuff on her. Don't use cooldowns or anything like that on the cocoon or the ads. If you have to, maybe use like one cooldown if it's taking forever to get somebody out of the cocoon. But yeah, and always stay stacked behind her, and make sure the tank has her facing away from you guys at all times, holding aggro. Okay, so with this one, it's pretty straightforward. You're just going to burn the water guy there. With us, you'll notice that we didn't really focus on the ads too much, but it's definitely something to consider with your group if you don't have that high DPS. You want to take care of those ads for sure, because they are going to end up doing a lot of damage to you. We have a lot of high DPS in this group here, so we were not too overly concerned about it. We just basically blasted the hell out of that water guy. Also, avoid the AoEs that come up as well too. And yeah, so if you're having a lot of problems with the ads, make sure you guys burn those down as well too, and then just go right back to focus firing the boss there as well. Alright, so it didn't record the three bosses prior to Skarn here, so what I'm going to do is give you a quick explanation for the three goblins prior to Skarn. When you get to three goblins, you'll have three of them, obviously. One will be a shaman, the other is like a pyro goblin, and the other is a warrior. You want to number them 1, 2, and 3, doing the shaman 1, the pyro 2, and the warrior 3. Burn the shaman down as quickly as you can, because the shaman will be the one that heals the other two as well, including itself. You want to have somebody debuffing as well on the goblins there. Watch out for AoEs. I think AoEs start kicking in around once you've downed the shaman. The pyro will start casting AoEs, and I believe the third goblin will start doing AoEs as well too. So yeah, avoid the AoEs. Burn them in order 1, 2, and 3. Make sure it's shaman, the pyro, and then the warrior. Once you've downed the three of them, you want to go behind the cauldron there, because they'll be standing around the cauldron when you first get there. Go behind it and your loot will be there. And also then there will be an elevator just off behind that you take down, which will, a door will open up and you'll see the elevator. You take that down and that takes you to Skarn. Again, also, it's pretty straightforward by this point. You always want your tank holding aggro, so make sure that if your DPS is too high and it's starting to pull that aggro away, stop doing your cooldown stuff on them, your heavy hitting things, and make sure that you give that tank enough time to get that aggro back to them. Now when you get to Skarn, what you want to do is make sure that, again, your tank is holding aggro on Skarn. Everybody else have them stay back quite a distance away from his from the back side of him, because he does have a tail whip type of thing that will damage you. He will, after a certain amount of damage is done to him, fly up in the air and start casting down AoEs. While he's doing that, make sure that everybody in the party is moving, nobody is crossing in front of each other. You have a higher chance of getting stuck in those AoEs, and they are extremely damaging. You want to do your best to avoid the AoEs at all costs. He'll come back down again, continue doing your cooldowns on him when he lands. Don't worry about doing your cooldown stuff on him when he's in the air, because it's going to just suck up time and give him better options for throwing those AoEs down on you, because you're not moving around as much. So while he's in the air, use your quick shots and things like that. And again, make sure tanks hold aggro. You will start to get a stack build that does damage to you as well too, due to his radiant heat. So make sure your healer's keeping an eye on that for healing you guys once you all start taking damage from it. There is no way to eradicate it or get rid of the stuff that he casts on you. Once it gets to a cycle or a stack count of 8, it'll recycle itself and get rid of them. So yeah, just continue to do that then. And that's all for Darkening Deeps.